Hi, I'm Dan McGowan, Muay Thai World Champion and instructor at Evolve MMA. Today we're going to be going through push kick counters for a Muay Mat style fighter, so somebody that's really kind of punch heavy in their style. So in the video we've got Petchtaksin, who is a very, very strong puncher and low kicker. A lot of people when they fight against him, they'll be throwing a push kick against him to try and keep their range and keep him out of their distance. So in this drill, the person that's going to counter the push kick is using the lead hand only to counter against the push kick. So you defend either using left hand sweep or left hand slap. So you want to slap your opponent's leg off balance, and then you want to counter with some strong punches and low kicks after. So number one is the sweep with the left hand. So when you sweep, you automatically go straight into a left hook. So you throw a big left hook whilst your opponent's legs kind of in the air or just landing down. This is good because they're going to be off balance a little bit and a little bit more open to get punched. So you throw the punch and then you automatically throw the low kick straight after as well. So again, you want to hit with a big left hook whilst they're off balance, then take the low kick to do even more damage to the opponent's leg. So the reason why we want to target the leg after this left hook is because you want to stop a forward fighter kind of pressuring all the time. So if you keep targeting that thigh area, it's going to slow them down eventually. So keep targeting the leg round by round, you'll see your opponent slow down. The second counter is the left hand slap. So you're slapping the opponent's left leg again out of the way. Then you're going to automatically throw right cross to the opponent's chin. So when you're slapping the leg and using the slap counter, you're slapping towards the right side. That kind of sways your hips in position to then throw a big right cross straight down the middle. And then after you want to automatically throw the left hook as well. So again, this is like a punch combination. So you throw a big right hand followed by a big left hook, and then again target the low kick right at the end of the combination to damage your opponent even more. So if the punches don't do damage in this combination, then hopefully the low kick will. When using the sweep or the slap defense against the push kick, you want to be slapping around your opponent's left ankle on this one. So when using the sweep and slap defense against the push kick, you want to be slapping or sweeping the outside of your opponent's lead leg for this drill. So the reason why you want to target the ankle when slapping or sweeping is because if you go any higher on the shin, then that means the push kick's going to land on your body still. So you want to take away the push kick and stop it from landing on you. So stop the push kick being effective. So the reason why we don't want to slap the inside of the ankle is because if you do that, then your opponent's still going to land in front of you and potentially still attack you after with more strikes. So when you're slapping the outside of the leg, this will get your opponent away from you. So that's when it's a lot easier for you then to counter against your opponent after that. So in this drill, we're going to be countering against the push kick again, but this time we're using our right hand to either sweep or slap your opponent's push kick away. Your opponent's going to be throwing the left and right push kick, so this gives you a chance to work on different counters against both sides of the push kick. So again, you can work on different counters. This drill, you want to slap with your right hand, then you want to target the body after as well. So you're slapping your opponent again off balance, but as you slap with your right hand, you're kind of slapping towards your left side. That kind of loads up a big left hook where you can either go to the head or body, but first we're going to target the body first, then go up to the head. So you're going to change levels, confusing your opponent, then hook to the head after, and then followed by a big low kick. So again, these drills are really good for a Muay Mat boxing kind of style of fighter because they want to hit with big shots, big punches, big low kicks to affect their opponent. So for a Muay Mat style of fighter, they want to constantly pressure the opponent and want to be in a close range all the time to land big punches, big low kicks. So this technique against the push kick is very effective because it's a very quick movement, so you can slap really quick and then you can counter really quick also using big punches again, and it leaves your opponent off balance. So when these punches land, it's going to be even more effective than usual because your opponent might be on one leg only. So when you land the strikes, very effective. So like I said, with the Muay Mat style, they put a lot of pressure on their lead leg because they're constantly pressuring forward. So this means that it's a little bit hard to block certain shots. So again, this is why this push kick counter is very, very good for a Muay Mat style because it's a very quick movement. So again, instead of picking up your legs to block, you can use the hands quickly to then trigger a big shot off onto your opponent. So the second technique, or the second drill, we're using the right hand to sweep away. So the reason why we sweep this time is because the right push kick's coming your way. So you don't want to sweep in the inside of the opponent's leg because again, they're going to land forward and potentially still attack you. So you want to sweep the leg away from you, then throw in a big right cross down the middle, followed by a big left hook, and then again landing with the low kick to finish off. So again, all of these combinations, they're very effective strikes. So you want to hit with pure power each time. Every shot's a knockout shot. So every shot you want it to be effective and have an effect on your opponent. So in this drill, we're going to use a different type of push kick counter or push kick defense. So this time we're parrying with our right arm this time. I really like this technique because you don't have to drop your hands low at all. So if the opponent fakes the push kick, you're still in your guard and you're still protected. So yeah, I like this one because staying in your guard still, but you can still get a really good counter. So when you parry with the right arm, you're using your hips a lot to kind of sway to your left side. This then means you can load up a really big left hook to your opponent, then right cross, and then again followed by the low kick to do the damage at the end of it. So again, you're using a lot of hip movement, so the mechanics are perfect for the big left hook, then the right cross. So these techniques, they flow really nicely, so you don't have to use too much big movements. All the movements you're using are really efficient to get as much power in each shot possible. So again, you're going to parry the right hand for a big left hook, then that leads to the right hand and then followed by a low kick. So again, all these shots are landing perfectly and you're being really efficient with your shots. So when using the arm to parry the push kick away, you want to use your forearm / elbow. So again, you want to target the opponent's ankle area or really low on the shin. So again, another good thing about this technique is it can actually do a little bit of damage to your opponent as well. If you're hitting with the point of your elbow, then it can actually hurt your opponent at the same time. Obviously after that, you counter with some effective strike just to add on from that as well. So the second technique, we're going to be catching your opponent's left push kick. So when you're catching your opponent's left push kick, the left hand has to drop underneath first. So you don't want to drop both hands at the same time and leaving yourself open in case, again, your opponent fakes the push kick and wants to attack again. So always try and keep one hand up, then secure with the right hand on top of the foot. So the left hand wants to be underneath the foot, and then the right hand wants to secure the foot on top of the foot, so you've got a nice lock on your opponent. This then leads to the counter because you can pull your opponent in to your left side, then throw in a big left hook again, right cross, and then finish with the low kick. So again, you want both hands on the foot so you get a good pull, pulling your opponent right off balance. And again, this left hook doesn't really necessarily have to be thrown with real power, but because your opponent's coming towards you as you're pulling him, all it takes is kind of the right timing, and if you land on your opponent's chin, it could be a game changer shot. But then if the left hook doesn't finish the job, then you've got the right hand and then the low kick to kind of do as much damage as possible after that as well.